In the bustling city of Benin, Nigeria, where the red earth stains the hems of dresses and secrets travel faster than kiki riders, lived a woman named Esiosa. Beautiful, brilliant, and barely 30, Esiosa had 2 children, Tega and Ivy, and no husband. People in her compound whispered, "Na she drive the man comote, too stubborn." But none of them knew the truth, not even close. Esiosa had once been married to Benson, a dashing businessman who wore agbada like royalty and had the charisma of a politician. But what Benson had in charm, he lacked in loyalty. 3 years into their marriage, Esiosa discovered he was keeping not 1 but 3 mistresses, one of whom was her own cousin Ose. And worse, Benson had secretly sold the land Esiosa's late father left for her, forging her signature. Heartbroken and humiliated, Esiosa left the marriage, not just for herself, but for her children. She had no job, no savings, and nowhere to go. But she had her spirit, and that she refused to break. She moved into a single-room apartment in Usalu, took up tailoring, and began sewing from morning till night. Every stitch was stitched with prayer, every naira saved like gold, and slowly her designs caught attention. At first, it was just churchwomen, then a bride, then the deputy governor's wife. One day, a popular Instagram influencer, Vanessa, wore one of Esiosa's gowns and tagged her. Orders came flooding in. Esiosa cried that night, not out of sadness, but out of disbelief. For the first time in years, her children had cereal with milk, not just Gary with groundnut. But just when things began looking up, a phone call changed everything. It was a private number. The voice on the other end was trembling. "Auntie Esiosa, please, I need your help. It's Ose, her cousin. The one who betrayed her, the one who had a child for Benson, her ex-husband. She's in the hospital," the voice continued. "She's been arrested for drug trafficking in Kenya. But the baby, your niece, she's here in Lagos." Esiosa was silent. Her mind raced. Every instinct screamed, "Let her suffer. Let her taste the shame she served you." But her heart, the heart that had been broken, rebuilt, and bruised again, told her something else. She took a night bus to Lagos. When she arrived, what she found shocked her. Ose's child, little Daniela, barely 3, was malnourished and sick, staying with a neighbor who had no interest in her. Esiosa couldn't leave the girl there. She took her in. Bringing Daniela home sparked a scandal in the compound. Can you imagine? The girl adopt the daughter of the woman-way thief her husband. Not jazz be that. But Esiosa ignored them. The real drama began 2 weeks later. Benson returned. Yes, the ex-husband, richer, fatter, and full of arrogance. "I heard Ose's in jail," he said, standing in her now beautiful shop. "And you have my daughter, Esiosa. I want her back. In fact, I want all of you back. Let's fix this." Esiosa nearly laughed. "After all you did? Why now?" He smiled. "You've become successful, and I admire that. We can be a power couple, Esiosa. I still own properties in Abuja. I can give you back that land." What he didn't know was that Esiosa had already found out something much bigger. The land he promised her, he never sold it. He used it as collateral for a failed business loan. And now, the documents were in her name again, legally reverted after a court judgment she had silently fought and won. But that wasn't all. Remember Vanessa, the influencer who tagged Esiosa's design? She turned out to be Benson's current fiancé, the same woman he planned to marry that December. Esiosa calmly looked at him and said, "You see that land? I've built a training center for single mothers on it. As for your daughter, Daniela, she's welcome to stay with me as long as she wants. But you lost your rights the day you chose betrayal over family." The next day, Benson's wedding to Vanessa was called off, not because of Esiosa, but because a blogger exposed Benson's criminal past involving a laundering scheme. Esiosa never leaked it, but God works in mysterious ways. In the years that followed, Esiosa's brand, Ibi's Stitches, became one of the top 5 fashion labels in southern Nigeria. She trained over 200 women, all of them single mothers, divorcees, or widows. Her name was now mentioned in the same breath as major female CEOs. One evening, at a women's empowerment event in Abuja, Esiosa stood on stage in a gold lace gown she stitched herself, holding her award. She looked into the crowd and saw Tega, Ivy, and little Daniela, all beaming. Her voice trembled as she spoke. They tried to break me, with betrayal, poverty, shame. But I tell you today I am unbreakable, not because I'm perfect, but because I chose to fight, to forgive, and to rise. And with that, the hall erupted in applause, not just for her success, but for her spirit, the unbreakable spirit of a single mother.